And welcome back to Morning in America. Of course, we're following this bird flu outbreak as it continues to spread through America's bird population. It's now made its way to a very special species we consider as American as the flag. The virus now impacting bald eagles. We have a live look at a bald eagle nest in Washington, D.C. And Kelsey Kernstein is here. You've been covering this story now for days, if not weeks. And really, that population is just, we can't let that population be vulnerable.
Well, they've already been on the endangered species list, so
Exactly.
This is an amazing bird. And we've already known that 30 bald eagles have now died in at least 14 states, now dead from the avian influenza, and that number is expected to climb. These striking birds coming in with seizure-like symptoms. And veterinarians telling News Nation that ultimately there's nothing they can do but put the birds down.
The national bird of the United States, the bald eagle.
You're talking about just an amazing creature who's the top of the food chain, who's got a 6-foot wingspan, who everybody stops and still looks at when they see in the wild, right? So something that's highly engaging of the public.
Symbolizing the strength and freedom of America, a bird species that has already endured so much.
They went on the endangered species list after DDT. Their numbers plummeted. We came together as a community and really got their numbers back up to very healthy populations.
Within the last 2 months, scientists report more than 30 bald eagles have died from avian influenza, the symptoms difficult to witness.
We'll see these birds come in with severe seizures. They won't be able to stand. Some of them are vocalizing. Unfortunately, it's really hard to work with these birds just because of the amount of suffering. Even though we have world-class raptor veterinarians, we really don't have any tools left to help them.
Dr. Victoria Hall tells News Nation the next and only action to take is humane euthanasia to stop the animal from suffering anymore. Hall and other experts around the country calling this strain of avian influenza the worst outbreak since 2015. And more potent to a diverse number of bird species.
This outbreak is much more widespread across the United States, and it is in dramatically more wild birds. So what that means is we've got a lot of questions on how this one's going to play out.
And scientists are still hoping that this highly contagious bird flu, that it dies out when summertime comes, when it typically does, when we see hotter temperatures, as well as drier weather. But Dr. Hall says there's just no way to be sure of it, Adrienne.
All right. Thank you so much, Kelsey, for that story.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.